Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om. Welcome to session 97 of the Sundara Kandam learning series. Today we are starting a very important Sarga, the Ashtatrimsa Sarga or the 38th Sarga of Sundara Kandam. The 38th Sarga, I hope I'm audible to everyone. Do not raise my voice too much. Okay. The 38th Sarga, as the title suggests, is Chudamani Pradhanam. This is the Sarga where Sita Mata gives her Chudamani as a token to Hanuman. Okay. Why token, all that we will see during the Sarga. Now, this Sarga has a lot of benefits. It is the Sarga where she narrates an important episode called the Vrittanta or the story of Kakasura. Kakasura was a crow asura who came and troubled Sita Mata. This incident of how Kakasura troubled Sita Mata and how Kakasura committed an aparadha against Lord Rama by troubling Sita Mata is conveyed in this sarga. So, the benefit of chanting this sarga, where Rama shows his limitless grace to even that Kakasura, okay, is that if we have committed any aparadha, we don't even have to say that if. The fact that we have committed aparadha in some way or the other, we ourselves will know. Sometimes we plan to chant something or we plan to do some seva or some kind of a kainkaryam. Okay, we think it's done very well, but is it done with an absolutely correct attitude? Is it done in the absolutely right way that would please Bhagavan? We don't know. We can never be sure. For example, to give a simple example, when we give something in charity, Bhagavan loves to protect dharma. So when we give some charity to protect dharma, when the attitude of the giver is that I am giving, the act of giving does not carry the pala anymore. It becomes counterproductive. Okay. Or if we do some service, say in a temple, we take the shoes of the bhaktas, we collect them, we keep them on the racks, and then when they come, we give it to them. I don't know if we Sanatanis Hindus do it so much, but definitely among the Sikhs you will find this practice. In the Gurudwara, they have the Pada Seva, the Chappal's, Seva, where they will take it and then give it back to you. And they do not show the slightest bit of, any kind of attitude or any kind of this one that they are doing this, touching your inferior chappal, nothing like that. They just do it, right? For them, it's seva. So when that is also done with the feeling that, oh, I'm touching so many dirty footwear for the sake of Bhagavan. If that thought crosses the mind, the very fact that you have touched the footwear goes waste. Might as well not do the seva. Okay. Or say we do go seva, Veda Samrakshanam, anything. Any kind of seva that is done with the attitude of I am the doer constitutes a form of aparadha. That aparadha, if we want to remove, it is very, very important to pray to the Lord for forgiveness. If there has been a deficiency in my attitude, please correct it so that next time I have a better attitude. That's all He will give us, better attitude every time. We have to pray for that only. So, this Vrittanta of Kakasura, Anugraha, it is actually a big aparadha. Kakasura aparadha, we could have called it. In fact, Valmiki Maharshi could have made a big deal of it and narrated this entire Kakasura Anugraha as a separate chapter name. But he gives more importance to Chudamani Pradhanam, combines both and makes it into one chapter. That also we will see why later. But if we narrate this 38th chapter, it helps us earn the forgiveness of Bhagavan for any such aparadha that we may have committed. So what kind of aparadhas that we may commit? One thing, as we've discussed, deficiency in attitude. Another thing that we may understand is doing something which hurts the Bhagavatas, which hurts the devotees of Bhagavan is a great aparadha. Like what Sita Mata did by hurting Lakshmana too. That is also an aparadha. Okay, so hurting the devotees of Bhagavan is a second aparadha. Knowingly or unknowingly, we may end up hurting people who are genuine devotees of Bhagavan without even realizing it. So, this particular episode, the 38th Sarga, may be narrated for forgiveness for such offenses also. Okay. How do we narrate it? Simple, just narrate the chapter. offer 5 bananas as Nevedyam. This is not there in Uma Samhita. One of the very senior Kandam Parayana experts who does Parayanam practically daily and who has conducted many such satsangams where such Parayanams happen, told me that 5 bananas have to be offered as Nevedyam for this particular Sarga. Okay, probably the symbolism is the 5 Indriyas. We offer the 5 Indriyas at the feet of the Lord so that we do not commit any offenses with those Indriyas, because it is only with the Indriyas that we commit offenses, isn't it? That is my understanding of her teaching. Then going on to when we may read it. We don't know whether we have committed an aparadha or not. We don't know whether we have done something good or bad or not. So my typical thing is Sundarakandam anyway for me comes in a cycle. But for those of you who have a specific Parayana method, my suggestion is chant it at least once in 10-15 days. With the right attitude. Don't chant it blindly. Chant it, begging Bhagavan for forgiveness in case I have done something unknowingly. Okay, we have this beautiful shloka. Karacharana kritam va, kayajam karmajam va, shravana nayanajam va, manasam va aparadham, vihitam avihitam va, sarvamedha kshamasva jai jai karunabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambhu. This prayer may be recited every night before we sleep for begging for forgiveness for any aparadhas that we do. Specific aparadhas in terms of deficiency in attitude and Bhagavata aparadha, this particular sarga may be chanted. Okay, because we don't know it, chant every 15 days just to be safe. So this is the introduction to this particular sarga. It is a very beautiful sarga. 2 events unfold in this sarga. One is the Kakasura Anugraha, the exceedingly bad aparadha that he commits, and Anugraha that Lord Rama shows. And the second part is the very image of Sundarakandam that we all have in our minds, of Sita Mata taking the Anguli. In return, what does she give? The Chudamani. And the other image that we see is of Rama receiving the Chudamani from Hanuman. These are iconic images that stick in our minds. That Chudamani will be given by Sita Mata as a token to Lord Rama. That also unfolds in this particular sarga only, which makes this an important sarga, therefore, of Sundarakandam. Okay. Clear now the purport of the sarga and the method of chanting and the prasad, Nevedyam. Okay. Ishwari ji, do you have any particular question related to the sarga, or is it any general question?
Yes, Guruji, I'm actually first timer for your class today. So I want to know, this is chapter Sarga 38, the first shloka, is it?
38. No, only we're starting 38. You came last
Okay.
week, or on
Yeah,
video.
last week I did not on the video, yeah.
But we finished the 37th sarga last week. This is 38th sarga starting, very first week. Okay.
Okay, Guruji.
And for whatever you have missed so far, please don't call me Guruji and all. It's okay. You can call me Varsha ji. It's fine. So you can see the other sargas from the YouTube channel Vidya Parampara. There, all the sargas will be have been uploaded. Whatever we have taught so far up till 85th sarga, 85th session, I think, 85th or 86th session, it has been uploaded. Now we are in the 97th session. So you can
okay.
at your pace.
Yeah, I'm going through your YouTube only.
Very good. And also for the chanting, now there are specific videos which have chanting guides. So if you're going to Sarga 40, you can, sorry, not Sarga 40, Sarga 30, you can go to Sarga 30 chanting guide and learn how to chant it.
Okay, great.
And watch the class recording for the meaning. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. So I'll start the class. Oh, I have to read the names. Atha Ashtatrimshah Sargaha Chudamani Pradhanam. Atha Trimshah Sargaha Chudamani Pradhanam. Tatassa Kapishartulaha Tatassa Kapishartulaha Tena Vakyena Harshitaha Tena Vakyena Harshitaha Sita Muvacha Tachrutva Sita Muvacha Tachrutva Vakyam Vakya Visharadaha Vakyam Vakya Visharadaha Tatah Kapishartulastena Vakyena Harshitaha Tatah Kapishartulastena Vakyena Harshitaha Sita Muvacha Tachrutva Vakyam Vakya Visharadaha सीतामुवाच तच्छ्रुत्वा वाक्यं वाक्यविशारदः टुगेदर ततः सः कपिशार्दूलस्तेन वाक्येन हर्षितः सीतामुवाच तच्छ्रुत्वा वाक्यं वाक्यविशारदः उवाच spoke. Who spoke? Kapishardulah Harshitaha Saha Uvacha. Kapishardulah, the tiger among the monkeys. How was he? Harshitaha, very, very happy. Tataha, then Saha, he. What was he happy with? Vakyena Harshitaha Sitam, sorry, Tatvakyam Shrutva. Tatvakyam Shrutva Harshitaha. Tatvakyam is what? Sita's Vakyam. Having heard Sita's words. To summarize, what did Sita Mata say in the previous Sarga? First, she said, you, a monkey, are you capable of lifting me across the ocean and going? Even when you're off. Then what did she say? After he showed his Vishwarupa form, she told him, wow, you're really very big. You're mighty. You're capable of crossing. But poor me, I'll get scared. I'll fall off. Not possible for me to come. Sorry, you go. Oh, no, okay. You still don't agree? You still think you'll take me safely? Then what will happen to Rama's fame and glory? If you take me, then Lord Rama's name will be, badly impacted. So you can't do this. So I cannot come with you. And she also gives another overwhelming reason. I will not touch another man except for my husband. So having given all these sound reasons as to why she cannot accompany Hanuman across the ocean, Hanuman is now happy having heard her words. He's like, okay, I tried. And you've given me convincing reasons. Okay. Tatvakyam Shutva. Okay, having heard those words. Okay. Tena Vakyena Harshitaha. Happy, pleased by those words. Then Sita. Then another, no, sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see this word. Vakya Visharadaha Uvacha. So there's another word for Hanuman here. Saha Kapishardulaha Harshitaha Vakya Visharadaha. Vakya Visharadaha means what? One very, very competent in good speech, who can speak very well. Visharada means competence, excellence. Vakya Visharada means excellence in speech. So he's an excellent orator. So what did he say here? Sitam Uvacha. To Sita Mata he spoke. Okay. So here Hanuman did not get his way. He offered, but he did not get his way. Usually when we don't get our way, our words would be far from gracious. Our words may border on the hurt, dejected, upset, border on the rude. Correct? But he, being a Vakya Visharadaha, will obviously speak excellently in this context. That is what is implied by Valmiki Maharshi when he uses the adjective Vakya Visharadaha for Hanuman. He replies befittingly to her. He replies nicely to her. We should learn how to speak from Hanuman, as I keep saying throughout how he spoke to Mainaka. Very politely. How he spoke even to Simhika. How he spoke even to that, what do you call, the Surasa. How he spoke to every one of the, even to Lankini. To every place where he spoke, he's only spoken exceedingly well. Sita Mata, we don't have to ask only. Right from 31st Sarga, it's been Hanuman's show. Correct? How until 35, where he beautifully describes the qualities and attributes of Lord Rama, melts our hearts. That way he speaks. So we should learn from him how to speak. So, and later we will see when he confronts the Asuras how he speaks. That also we should learn how to speak. So Vakya Visharadaha Vacha. He spoke these words. What did he speak now? Yuktarupam Tvaya Devi. Bhashitam Shubhadarshane. Sadrisham Stri Swabhavasya. Sadhvinam Vinayasya Cha. Yuktarupam Tvaya Devi. Bhashitam Shubhadarshane. Sadrisham Stri Swabhavasya. Sadhvinam Vinayasya Cha. sadrisham stri swabhavasya sadhrinam vinayasya cha. Together. Yukta rupam tvaya devi bhashitam shubhadarshane sadrisham stri swabhavasya sadhrinam vinayasya cha. Sadrisham vakyam asti. Very fitting words you have spoken. Asti iti verb we have to add here. Okay. Shubhadarshane Devi. Hey Devi, you know, O goddess. O Shubhadarshane. O one whose appearance itself is auspicious. Having seen you only, all the auspiciousness has been gotten by me. Okay. So, O Shubhadarshane. Tvaya bhashitam. That which has been spoken by you. Yukta rupam Stri swabhavasya sadhvinam vinayasya cha sadrisham vakyam asti. Yukta rupam. Rupam means form. Yukta means befitting. So it is in accordance with your form. Here form should not be taken to mean physical form, but form should be taken to mean nature. What you have spoken is in tune or befitting your nature. Stri swabhavasya, of the nature of being a woman. Sadhvinam, of virtuous women. Pativratya qualities are being mentioned here, says Tilaka, because she says she refuses to touch any man except for her husband. So the Pativratyam is underscored. Vinayasya, of one who is exceedingly humble. Correct? Cha sadrisham vakyam. For all this, it is a very befitting vakyam that you have spoken. What you have said is really befitting you. So the first reaction is that of respect. Right? That's how he handles it. He speaks exceedingly respectfully and says, whatever you have spoken is in accordance with your nature. Okay. Why does he include the word Vinaya here? Any ideas, any understanding of it? Why does he have to call her humble? One way we can take it, literal meaning, as taken by many commentators, is Vinaya not taken as humble per se, but as modest. You are a modest woman. You don't want to risk being carried by Rakshasa, by me, and then being caught by the Rakshasas. And you don't want to, risk your chastity by being carried by me, in case you fall prey to the Rakshasas. So modest is one way Vinaya. The other way to take Vinaya as humility is this. She is Jagannatha, as we know, the one who placed that one blade of grass and spoke to Ravana. Only by her Pativrityam is capable of destroying Ravana. If nothing else, even if he doesn't know her to be Jagannatha, even if he doesn't know her to be the goddess, her Pativrityam is so strong that it can burn up Ravana. The only reason why humbly she has not done it was because she doesn't want to bring any ill fame to Raghava, as she keeps saying. The avatar Karanam of Rama, as we know, is for him to come and destroy Ravana, no doubt. But as a Pativritya Stree, she is waiting for her husband to come and do the deed because she doesn't want to bring any ill repute to him. But her power of tapasya is so strong. That's why Sadhvinam Vinayasya, when taken together, means of the one who is a great tapasvi. Her humility is on account of the fact that she is acceding to her husband's greatness by choice. The feminists need not pipe up and say, is she any less than Rama? Not like that. She is choosing. It's her choice. Everyone has choice, right? This is her choice. She chooses to say that my husband will do the act and I will restrain myself, though I am capable of doing it. So that's why he's saying you are really humble. Hanuman recognizes her, the power of her chastity when he says this. Is it clear? Can I move forward? स्त्रीत्वान्नत्वं समर्थासि स्त्रीत्वान्नत्वं समर्थासि सागरे व्यतिवर्तितुं सागरे व्यतिवर्तितुं मामधिष्ठाय विस्तीर्णं मामधिष्ठाय विस्तीर्णं शतयोजनमायतं शतयोजनमायतं स्त्रीत्वान्न त्वं समर्थासि सागरे व्यतिवर्तितुं स्त्रीत्वान्न त्वं समर्थासि सागरे व्यतिवर्तितुं मामधिष्ठाय विस्तीर्णं शतयोजनमायतं मामधिष्ठाय विस्तीर्णं शतयोजनमायतम् माम् अधिष्ठाय विस्तीर्णं शतयोजनम् आयतं सागरम् अधिष्ठाय विस्तीर्णं सागरं नास्ति sorry सागरं we can add if you want to व्यतिवर्तितुं स्त्रीत्वात् न समर्था असि asi is the verb asi means you are na asi you are not what are you not sagare in this ocean mam adhishtaya in this ocean in the case of in the matter of this ocean vishaya saptami mam adhishtaya having climbed on me vistirnam shatayojanam ayatam that which is very wide and 100 yojanas in size with vyativartitum to cross stritvat due to your feminine nature na samartha asi you are not possible, you're not capable. Here, Tirtha, an ancient commentator quoted by Ramayana Tilaka commentary, says that it is not the Samartha in terms of not capable, but it means that she is restraining herself from taking the step of crossing the ocean on her own with Hanuman's help. Okay, so here the Samartha is not a lack of innate ability, it is more a matter of choice. Even though she is able, she chooses not to. So that is the way we must understand here. Okay. All other commentators except for Tilaka say you are not, it is not possible for you, it is not appropriate for you, you are not capable. That's how they translate all the other commentators except Tilaka. Tilaka says it is your nature to hold yourself back. It is your choice, not the person. द्वितीयं कारणं यच्च द्वितीयं कारणं यच्च ब्रवीषि विनयान्विते ब्रवीषि विनयान्विते रामादन्यस्य नार्हामि रामादन्यस्य नार्हामि संस्पर्शमिति जानकि संस्पर्शमिति जानकि द्वितीयं कारणं यच्च ब्रवीषि विनयान्विते द्वितीयं कारणं यच्च ब्रवीषि विनयान्विते रामादन्यस्य नार्हामि संस्पर्शम् इति जानकि रामादन्यस्य नार्हामि संस्पर्शम् इति जानकि टुगेदर द्वितीयं कारणं यच्च ब्रवीषि विनयान्विते रामादन्यस्य नार्हामि संस्पर्शम् इति जानकि हे विनयान्विते O one who is endowed with humility. Here na arhami. Arhami means I do not actually the arha dhatu means to deserve. But here na arhami is not possible. It is not possible is how we should take arha. Okay, it is not possible. What is not possible? Let us understand. Vinayanvite, O humble lady, Janaki, okay, O Sita, Ramat Anyasya, apart from Rama, okay, Samsparsham na arhami. I do not choose to touch anyone apart from Rama. Okay, iti dvitiya karanam. Yacha, that which is your second karanam. This is half of a sentence. You have to take the fifth shloka for the remainder of the meaning. So till now, I hope you understand. The second reason given by you is that you do not want to touch any male apart from Rama. This statement made by you, O Janaki, is what is conveyed in the fourth shloka. Ishwariji, are you following? Yes. Do you have a text with you? You're seeing the text.
Yes. Yes.
What you do is, as and when I'm explaining the meaning, you try to jot down a few points so that it will stay in your mind. If your book has a meaning already, then just
Yeah.
supplement it.
Yeah. The thing is, when you chant a bit fast, I'm not good in the chanting, so I'm trying to catch up.
Today only, actually, it's because I'm not well. I'm going a little fast today because I'm not putting power behind my chanting. I'm just chanting lightly. Okay. But I am releasing the video of this Sarga today only at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
It's released. So I didn't know, I didn't plan for not being able to chant today, but you will definitely be able to learn from that video tonight only. So don't
Yeah.
worry.
Okay.
And that is really,
Yeah. Okay.
I'll try to post it. Oh.
Yeah. Sure.
And for the meaning, if you don't understand anything, you can use the raise hand option and ask me. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you. Right. So now again coming back to the meaning. So only half the meaning has been conveyed. Let's move to the next shloka to see the complete meaning. एतत्ते देवि सदृशम्
एतत्ते देवि सदृशम्
पत्न्यास्तस्य महात्मनः
पत्न्यास्तस्य महात्मनः
पत्न्यास्तस्य
पत्न्यास्तस्य
sorry पत्न्यास्तस्य महात्मनः काह्यन्या त्वामृते देवी
काह्यन्या
त्वामृते देवी ब्रूयात् वचनमीदृशम्
ब्रूयात् वचनम् ईदृशम् ब्रूयात् वचनम् ईदृशम्
एतत्ते देवि सदृशम् पत्न्यास्तस्य महात्मनः एतत्ते देवि सदृशम् पत्न्यास्तस्य महात्मनः काह्यन्या त्वामृते देवी ब्रूयात् वचनमीदृशम् काह्यन्या त्वामृते देवी ब्रूयात् वचनमीदृशम् टुगेदर एतत्ते देवि सदृशम् पत्न्यास्तस्य महात्मनः काह्यन्या त्वामृते देवी ब्रूयात् वचनमीदृशम्. Here, ब्रूयात्, who may speak. Okay, let's see the meaning. Yet tritiya karanam pravishi. That the second meaning that you have told, second reason that you have told. Etat tasya mahatmanaha patnyaha te sadrisham. Okay, etat, this vakyam that you spoke. Tasya mahatmanaha patnyaha, of the great man's wife. Who is the great man's wife? Of Rama's wife. Okay, sadrisham. It is befitting the wife of Rama to utter such words. Okay, and then he says, Tvam Rite. Here, please don't take it as Mrite. It is Tvam Rite. Tvam Rite, Tvam Rite means you dead. Tvam Rite, apart from you. When you're chanting, also be very careful. Don't keep rolling that ra after the merge happily. Tvam Rite. Okay, apart from you. Anya, anyone else. Ka idrisham vachanam bruyat. Who else can speak such words apart from you? Okay, so apart from you, nobody else can speak like this. Anyone else, somebody is coming and protecting me, someone is coming and rescuing me, hop onto Hanuman's back and back to India. But what is this? What are you doing? You are refusing to touch any man apart from your husband. This is truly befitting Rama's wife. And who else but you can speak these words? So, see, Hanuman, instead of showing his disappointment, Hanuman, instead of showing anger, what is he doing? He's first showing respect. Second, he's really appreciating her and saying, who else but you can do this, oh Sita Mata? Okay. So, the way he handles, although he's disappointed, he is now trying to get something more out of her so that he can take it back to Rama. Okay. So, he doesn't let the dialogue drop. That is the reason why he is, apart from his natural respect and his natural affection towards Sita Mata, natural bhakti towards her, it is also the fact that he is handling the situation very skillfully. Instead of showing anger, if it showed anger or any kind of disappointment, Sita Mata would have been upset. Whereas he's keeping her cool and getting what he wants also out of her, which he will do in the next part of the Sarga as we move forward. श्रोष्यते चैव काकुत्स्थः श्रोष्यते चैव काकुत्स्थः सर्वं निरवशेषतः सर्वं निरवशेषतः चेष्टितं यत् त्वया देवी चेष्टितं यत् त्वया देवी भाषितं च ममाग्रतः भाषितं च ममाग्रतः श्रोष्यते चैव काकुत्स्थः सर्वं निरवशेषतः श्रोष्यते चैव काकुत्स्थः सर्वं निरवशेषतः चेष्टितं यत्त्वया देवी भाषितं च ममाग्रतः चेष्टितं यत्त्वया देवी भाषितं च ममाग्रतः टुगेदर श्रोष्यते चैव काकुत्स्थः सर्वं निरवशेषतः चेष्टितं यत्त्वया देवी भाषितं च ममाग्रतः. So here, Ishwari ji.
Guruji, you see here, Bhashitam cha mama grataha. But mine is Bhashitam mama cha grataha.
So please use the Giri Traders book as a common index. Everyone's using the same book. If you don't have the book, you please order it online. For now, follow the text on the screen and make changes in your. Which book are you using? Gita Press, is it?
No, I don't have the book. I'm taking from Stotra Nidhi.
No. Just take from Giri book. Get the Giri book and use it.
Okay, but can I get a Sundarakanda book with the English shlokas?
No.
Because they said don't have.
This is a lot of hard work to make these translated texts for every thing. Rashmiji helps me with it, and we sit and all over every shloka and then proofread it and then we release it.
Okay.
I'll try to compile. I don't know if she has all the older files also. I'll try to compile something and try to. Okay. So yeah. So meaning. Shroshyate is one verb. Shroshyate means he will hear. Who will hear? Rama will hear. How reassuringly he speaks now. Please see. Kakutstaha. Hey Devi, O Devi. Kakutstaha sarvam tvaya yat cheshtitam. Sarvam. Kakutstaha is Rama. Okay. Sarvam tvaya yat cheshtitam. Everything by you that has been done, spoken and done. Okay. Mama agrataha bhashitaha. Everything that has been spoken by you in front of me. Sarvam. Okay. Everything. Niravasheshataha. Without leaving out anything. Shroshyate. He will hear of it. Anantarama Dikshitar in his commentary, in his discourses, would say for this particular shloka that Hanuman is indirectly reassuring Sita Mata that it is not just what she has spoken to him, but everything that has transpired before his eyes. How Ravana came, how he threatened her, how the Rakshasis threatened her, how she spoke in turn to Ravana by keeping that blade of grass in between. And then when Hanuman revealed himself, how she distrusted him, how she was not convinced, how when on hearing Ramaguna and Ramakatha she became convinced. And further, after he offered to carry her, how she refused. Every single event that transpired in front of him. That is why he says, Mama Agrataha. That which happened, cheshtitam mama agrataha, that which transpired before my eyes. Okay, everything Rama will get to hear from me. So he's reassuring her, saying that I will tell everything to Rama, don't worry. कारणैर्बहुभिर् देवी कारणैर्बहुभिर् देवी रामप्रियचिकीर्षया रामप्रियचिकीर्षया स्नेहप्रस्कन्नमनसा स्नेहप्रस्कन्नमनसा मयैतत्समुदीरितं कारणैर्बहुभिर्देवि रामप्रियचिकीर्षया कारणैर्बहुभिर्देवि रामप्रियचिकीर्षया स्नेहप्रस्कन्नमनसा मयैतत्समुदीरितं स्नेहप्रस्कन्नमनसा मयैतत्समुदीरितं टुगेदर कारणैर्बहुभिर्देवि रामप्रियचिकीर्षया स्नेहप्रस्कन्नमनसा मयैतत्समुदीरितं samudiritam has been said. Devi, hey Devi, Bahubihi karanaihi, with many reasons. Rama Priya Chikirshaya, out of a great affection for Rama and a desire to do something that is pleasing to him. Rama Priya. Rama Priya, first part is his Priya for Rama. Second part is the Karyam that is Priya for Rama. Chikirshaya, with a desire to do. Chikirsha is a Sananta Padam, which it itself means desire to. Like Mumuksha, desire for moksha. Bhubuksha, desire to eat. Chikirsha, desire to do. So with a desire to do something that is beloved to Rama, plus Sneha Praskanna Manasa, Hanuman's mind, Manasa, by his mind, Sneha Praskanna. Sneha means the kind of affection that sticks, attachment. There are many, many words for Priya, for one of them is Sneha. Priya means that which is loved, right? One of the words is Sneha. Sneha means the quality of stickiness. So that implies attachment. Sneha Praskanna, Praskanna. Again, a very cute word in Sanskrit, means liberally sprinkled with. So with my mind liberally sprinkled with Sneha. Towards whom? Here, not said, but implied is Sneha for you, mother. So for you, that Sneha, that attachment that I'm having, I can't bear to see you suffer for a minute more than what is required. So the first word, Rama Priya Chikirsha, is for Rama. Sneha Praskanna Manasa is for Sita. Okay, so with that mind, okay, liberally sprinkled with affection for you, Maya etat samudiratam. Because of that, I spoke these words. Because of that, I said these words to you. That come with me, I will take you and go. So don't mistake my intent. Lankaya, लङ्काया दुष्प्रवेशत्वात् लङ्काया दुष्प्रवेशत्वात् दुस्तरत्वान् महोदधेः दुस्तरत्वात् दुस्तरत्वात् महोदधेः. Big word, break it like this. Lankaya dushpraveshatvat dustaratvat mahodadhehe. But when you join Dustaratvat and Mahodadehe, because of the sandhi, the ta will become na. So we will say it as Dustaratvan. Okay, but if we say it word by word, it would be Dustaratvat. Okay. Lankaya dushpraveshatvat. Lankaya dushpraveshatvat. Dustaratvat Mahodadehe. दुस्तरत्वान् महोदधेः सामर्थ्यादात्मनश्चैव सामर्थ्यादात्मनश्चैव मयैतत् समुदीरितं लङ्काया दुष्प्रवेशत्वात् दुस्तरत्वान् महोदधेः लङ्काया दुष्प्रवेशत्वात् दुस्तरत्वात् महोदधेः सामर्थ्यात् आत्मनश्चैव मयैतत् समुदीरितं सामर्थ्यात् आत्मनश्चैव मयैतत् समुदीरितं. Together. लङ्काया दुष्प्रवेशत्वात् दुस्तरत्वात् महोदधेः सामर्थ्यात् Atmanaschaiva mayetat samudiritam. I spoke these words. Maya etat samudiritam. I had spoken these words to you. What was the reason? He again gives Lankaya dushpraveshatvat. Because it's very difficult to enter Lanka. Now, if we both make our escape, nobody has to come back to Lanka again. So, because it's difficult to enter Lanka, first reason. Second, Mahodadhehe dustaratvat. Because the ocean is very difficult to cross. Lanka itself is formidably guarded. It is almost impenetrable. The ocean itself is so long, so deep, so wide, and so dangerous to cross that extremely difficult to cross the ocean also. And Samarthya Atmanaha, because I had the self-confidence that I can do it, since I have demonstrated an ability to do it. No pride here. Atmanaha Samarthyaha, knowing the capability of the self, eva, due to that only, Maya etat samudiritam. I spoke these words. I thought the work will become very easy, Let me make Rama's job easy. I have somehow managed to cross. I've managed to enter, managed to reach you. If I was to take you back, then Rama doesn't have to do all this, no. So that way I thought I'll make things easy for both of you. That's why I offered this, says Hanuman. इच्छामि त्वां समानेतुम् इच्छामि त्वां समानेतुम् अद्यैव रघुबन्धुना अद्यैव रघुबन्धुना गुरुस्नेहेन भक्त्या च गुरुस्नेहेन भक्त्या च नान्यथैतत् उदाहृतम् नान्यथैतत् उदाहृतम् इच्छामि त्वां समानेतुम् अद्यैव रघुबन्धुना इच्छामि त्वां समानेतुम् अद्यैव रघुबन्धुना गुरुस्नेहेन भक्त्या च नान्यथैतत् उदाहृतम् गुरुस्नेहेन भक्त्या च नान्यथैतत् उदाहृतम् together इच्छामि त्वां समानेतुम् अद्यैव रघुबन्धुना गुरुस्नेहेन भक्त्या च नान्यथैतत् उदाहृतम् इच्छामि I desire गुरुस्नेहेन भक्त्या च due to attachment to the guru. Here, master. Guru is taken to mean master. Master here is Rama. Due to attachment to my master, Rama. Bhaktya cha. And out of bhakti for Lord Rama, Chatvam Raghubandhuna. To you, Raghubandhuna. By joining you with Rama. Raghubandhu means to join with Rama. By making you join with Rama. Adyaiva. Today only. Samanetum. To take. Ichhami, I desire. Etat anyatha na udahritam. This is why I had told it, not for any other reason. Because I had a desire to make you join with Rama today only. So I thought I'll take you today only and go. So here, the implication, na anyatha. What could be the anyatha that is being referred to here? Ramayana commentary says, it is not out of any garva in my bala. In the previous shloka only he is told, Atmanaha samarthyaha. I am possible, it's capable for, I know I'm capable. Knowing or what do you call, understanding and evaluating and measuring the self is different from taking pride in the self, right? That's the implication. So the previous shloka was only a statement of fact. I know I can do this. And this shloka tells that there is no pride in when I say that I know I can do it. I'm saying it only out of one reason, na anyatha, not out of pride. But I say it only because of a desire to see you and Rama united today only. He sounds so much like a excited child, the same, the teenage, I told you that, the mother and son. That kind of conversation only happens between Sita Mata and Hanuman. So he is very earnestly explaining. See, to anybody else, he may not explain his motives so clearly. And so politely and so politely he may be, but so clearly and so nicely and lovingly he may not explain. It's only to Sita Mata that she gets this kind of explanation, because the moment Hanuman sees Sita, just like when he saw Rama, the attachment happened, the bhakti happened. Till he saw Sita Mata, she was just Janakatmaja. Namostu Ramaya Lakshmanaya, Namostu Devi Janakatmajayi. Till he saw her, she was only Janakatmaja, daughter of Janaka. No other personal information known. See, Rama's wife, yeah, okay. But I know her as Janaka's daughter, Rama's wife. That's all. I don't know her as a person. But the moment he sees her weeping under the Shimshapa Vriksha, 15 Sarga, 16 Sarga, the moment he sees her, immediately, as attached he is to Rama, he becomes to Sita Mata. Which is why you find that completely his conversation with her is extremely loving and extremely very, what do you call, very melting in its own way. Okay. Let's go to the next one. यदिनोत्सहसे यातुं मया सार्धम् अनिन्दिते अभिज्ञानं प्रयच्छत्वम् अभिज्ञानं प्रयच्छत्वं जानीयात् राघवो हि तत् जानीयात् राघवो हि तत् यदि नोत्सहसे यातुं मया सार्धमनिन्दिते यदि नोत्सहसे यातुं मया सार्धम् अनिन्दिते अभिज्ञानं प्रयच्छत्वं जानीयात् राघवो हि तत् अभिज्ञानं प्रयच्छत्वं जानीयात् राघवो हि तत् टुगेदर यदि नोत्सहसे यातुं मया सार्धम् अनिन्दिते अभिज्ञानं प्रयच्छत्वं जानीयात् राघवो हि तत् जानीयात् he may know utsahase you do not desire you are not enthusiastic two verbs yadi maya yatum maya sardham yatum न उत्साहसे हे अनिंदिते यदि if maya सार्धम with me yatum to go na utsahase you do not show any enthusiasm or you're not eager to leave with me then hey anindite oh blameless lady okay tvam you another verb prayacha abhigyanam prayacha give me a token of your identity tat Raghavaha he janiya, which Rama only knows. Till now, this is why he has been called Vakya Visharadaha by Valmiki Maharshi in the very first shloka. Handles the disappointment of being turned down by Sita Mata extremely deftly, politely, with respect. His natural love for her shows through, and then sticks to the point, thinks logically. I have come all this way, crossed the ocean, seen some random lady given Rama's ring. Go back and say, I have seen Sita. And Rama says, what is the proof that you have really seen Sita and not some random lady? So now, just like Rama gave his ring as a token for Sita Mata to immediately recollect, because there's a huge history behind the ring as we saw in that Sarga, Sita Mata has to give something which only Rama will know, so that there is complete confidence on both sides. See what a great thinker he is. Properly thinks from both angles, doesn't lose his balance, asks correctly for what he wants at the correct time. Later also, he'll keep showing that throughout Sundarakandam. Later, he will find more things to really admire about Hanuman. So, he asks, give me that abhigyanam. Give me the token. That will, abhigyanam means what? Jnanam means knowledge. Abhigyanam means that which will reinforce the knowledge, that will bring back the knowledge. That's why it's a token. Abhigyanam, token. We've seen abhigyanam in the instance of Shakuntala's story. The ring. Right? Abhigyana Shakuntalam is the name of the Kavya itself, as written by Kalidasa. So there the whole story is driven by the token of remembrance. That token of remembrance, both the ring given by Rama and the Chudamani given by Sita are equally important in Sundarakandam. Because this shows in the days of no phone now, you go to that place, you should get signal, then you can put a WhatsApp video call and say, Rama, see, is this Sita Mata? And Rama will look at her and say, look at the beautiful face of Sita Mata. Yes, this is why your own wife. You bring her immediately, he can even give instructions and maybe the whole Ramayana would have changed if only we had cell phone. But no, we need the old-fashioned token of remembrance. So here Sita Mata is now going to give two tokens of remembrance. Rama gives one, Sita gives two. एवमुक्ता हनुमता सीतासुरसुतोपमा उवाच वदनं मन्दम् बाष्पप्रग्रथिताक्षरम् एवमुक्ता हनुमता सीतासुरसुतोपमा उवाच वचनं मन्दं बाष्पप्रग्रथिताक्षरम्. I'll take the first line from the next shloka also and then do the unvest. The sentence will be complete. Idam sreshtham abhigyanam bruyastvam tu mama priyam Bruyastvam tu mama priyam idam sreshthamaviज्ञानम् Bruyastvam tu mama priyam. Okay, now let's see the 1 minute. Did I mix up the shlokas? No, I didn't. I'll just move back. Okay, so now let's see the verbs. So here, uvacha, one verb, bruyaha, second verb. Both mean speak only. You may speak, the other is she spoke. Let's see. Hanumata evam utta. By Hanuman, one who was spoken to thus, Sita. Utta refers to Sita. One who was spoken to thus by Hanuman. Okay, like a passive voice. Okay, one who was spoken to thus by Hanuman. Surasutopama Sita. Sita, who was like the daughter of the Devas, who essentially divine. Okay. Bashpa pragrathitaksharam vachanam mandam uvacha. Bashpa pragrathita aksharam. Bashpa, tears. Pragrathita, woven with aksharam, words. So she speaks tear-filled words. Vachanam, words. Mandam, slowly, softly, Uvacha, spoke. Tvam tu mama, next shloka, first line. Tvam tu, 1 minute. I'll just move the. Tvam tu mama priyam idam sreshtham abhijnanam bruyaha. Tvam, you, tu, but, mama priyam, my beloveds. Idam sreshtham abhijnanam, this great token of remembrance. Bruyaha, you may tell, you may speak of this. So, with tearful words, she starts to recount an abhijnanam, which is not a physical symbol like the ring or the chudamani that comes later. This abhijnanam is a story or a happening that is known only to Sita Mata and Lord Ram. As she proceeds to tell it, she says, this is a very wonderful thing because no other person knows it. That's why she calls it a Sreshtham Abhijnanam. This wonderful Abhijnanam you may tell. There's another reason why she refers to it as Sreshtham Abhijnanam. When we know more about the Kakasura Anugraha incident, we will know why it is really a Sreshtham Abhijnanam. Okay. So, whatever I tell you, you may go and tell that to him. That's what she says. Idam sreshthamaviज्ञानम् brūyāstvam tu mama priyam shailasya chitrakutasya pāde pūrvottare tatha shailasya chitrakutasya pāde pūrvottare tatha. Rekha ji, question?
Ma'am, so here does it mean it's not a physical ornament? No, it's a story.
Because she's telling it and she's telling him in turn to tell it to Rama. So saying, idam abhijnanam bruyaha. This abhijnanam or token of remembrance may be spoken of.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So, so I'll just take this half line here because again when we go to the next one again we'll take 2 shlokas. Why? I'll tell it part by part. Shailasya chitrakutasya pade purvotare tatha. Likewise, Shailasya Chitrakutasya, of the Chitrakuta mountains. We all know of Chitrakuta as a place, right? So what is the Chitrakuta mountain? Okay. The Giri book actually has a word for it. I should note it sometime. What was the name of the mountain? Chitrakuta mountain. No, Giri book doesn't have it. Somewhere else I had seen. Pratyandam. The name of the mountain is Pratyandam. Yeah, Subhashri ji, did you have something to say?
No, in the Giri book only, it shows as the Chitrakuta mountain in the northeastern corner, close to the river Ganges.
The name of the mountain is mentioned. I had written it. Actually, I color code my notes to say from which commentary I'm taking. From Giri, I never take. So this I have taken from, I don't know where, but that's what I've written it in a different color. Okay, I'll anyway check the source, but the name of the mountain is Pratyanda. Okay, so Chitrakuta Shailasya refers to the mountain called Pratyanda. Okay, which is not mentioned directly by her because Chitrakuta is the name of a place, not a mountain. In that place called Chitrakuta, on a mountain called Pratyanda. Okay, Purvottare, in the northeastern corner, Ishana Kone, as Tilaka says, okay, the northeastern corner, Purva Uttara. Purva means east, Uttara means north. So, northeastern corner, Pade, on the foothills of this mountain. Okay, this event has transpired, which she is now going to narrate. तापसाश्रमवासिन्याः तापसाश्रमवासिन्याः प्राज्यमूलफलोदके प्राज्यमूलफलोदके तस्मिन् सिद्धाश्रमे दीक्षे तस्मिन् सिद्धाश्रमे दीक्षे मन्दाकिन्याह्य दूरतः मन्दाकिन्याह्य दूरतः तापसाश्रमवासिन्याः राज्यमूलफलोदके तापसाश्रमवासिन्याः राज्यमूलफलोदके तस्मिन् सिद्धाश्रमे दीक्षे मन्दाकिन्याह्य दूरतः तस्मिन् सिद्धाश्रमे दीक्षे मन्दाकिन्याह्य दूरतः. This is not a complete sentence. We have to do the Anvaya with the previous shloka, second pada. She said, in this place now. So she's setting the geographical location. Where did this event happen? Where did this event happen? In Chitrakuta, on a mountain named Pratyandana, and then Pratyandam. And on that mountain, on the foothills of the mountain, on these two corners, what happened? Tapasashrama Vasinyaha. This word, Tapasashrama Vasini, refers to Sita Mata. Tapasashrama is the name of the ashrama in which they lived in. Tapasashrama is not a proper noun. It essentially means a place where tapasya is undertaken. So, one who lived in an hermitage. Who lived in an hermitage? Sita Mata. Why? Like a tapasvi, along with Rama. Okay, so Tapasashrama Vasini refers to Sita Mata. So, Tapasashrama Vasinyaha in Sashti Vibhakti refers to of Sita. So, she's indirectly referring to herself with the word Tapasashrama Vasinya. I was leading a blameless tapasvi life. I haven't, the underlying dhvani here is, I haven't committed any offense against any of God's creatures. I haven't hurt any animals. I haven't hurt anyone. I was leading a life of tapasya. So, of the one who was living in the tapasashrama. Okay. Prajya Mula Phalodake, in that place, which was abundant with, Prajya, abundant with, Mula Phala, roots and fruits. So, the place of Chitrakuta, the mountain, on the foothills of the mountain, it was a lush green land filled with roots and fruits. Okay. Tasmin Siddhashrame Deshe, in that Desha or place known as Siddhashrama. Now the name of the place was indeed Siddhashrama. Okay, Siddhashrama, in that place, Mandakinya Hyadurataha, not very far from Mandakini river. Mandakini, as you all know, is a tributary of the Ganga, not very far from the Mandakini river, Chitrakuta. And then she proceeds to say what happens in the incident. Till now it's clear, right? It's just a geographical setting in this particular shloka. Tasyopavana Shandeshu Nana Pushpasugandhishu Nana Pushpasugandhishu Vihritya Salila Klinna Mamanke Samupavisham Tasyopavana Shandeshu Nana Pushpasugandhishu Tasyopavana Shandeshu Nana Pushpasugandhishu Vihritya Salila Klinna Mamanke Samupavisham Vihritya Salila Klinna Mamanke Samupavisham Tasyopavana Shandeshu Nana Pushpasugandhishu Vihritya Salila Klinna Mamanke Samupavisham. tasya, of that place, upavana shandeshu. Upavana means in the gardens. Upavana shanda means in the lush, beautiful, many gardens which were there. Nana pushpa sugandhishu, in those gardens which were filled with many fragrant flowers. Okay. Salila klinna. Salila klinna. To do the Anvaya, we have to take the Anvaya as given, I think, in the Gita press book, which is also given in some bhashyams. Salila klina is okay, there's no dosha in the word, but we have to split it. Salile virhutya klina. So salile, we have to make it for understanding the meaning. So salile means what? In the waters. Vihrutya, having played. Klina, tired. So who was sporting in the waters? Rama and Sita. In this, so she's painted a mental picture. Lush green forests on the foothills of a charming mountain. Okay, they are leading a blameless tapasvi existence, and both of them, Rama and Sita, were sporting in the waters of the lake, which was in that place. Then, Klinna, Mama Anke, Samupavisham, Mama Anke, tapas. So here from the previous shloka we should take tapasashrimavasinyaha Mama Anke, on my anka, on my lap. Upavisham, Samupavisham, he was resting. Who was resting? Rama was resting. So after sporting in the waters, tired out, both of them came back to the banks of the river. And as Sita Mata was sitting on her lap, Rama lay down to rest. This is the setting of the story. Tato mamsa samayukto. Hang on. Tato mamsa mamsa, one word. Sorry, the text is wrong. I hope I corrected it. Tato mamsa mamsa. It's not mamsa. I don't know how it is in Giri book. Let me just check. Please join it. Mamsa, one word, not mamsa. Tato mamsa samayukto. Are you all following the correction? Second word of the
Yes,
first.
ma'am.
Make it mamsa. Don't write mam space sa. Read it as mamsa, one word. Tato mamsa samayukto vayasah paryatundayat. Vayasah paryatundayat. Tamaham loshtamudyamya. Tamaham loshtam udyamya. Varayami svavayasam. Varayami svavayasam. Tato mamsa samayukto vayasah paryatundayat. Tamaham loshtamudyamya. Varayami svavayasam. So here, varayami, ward away. Tato, tataha, then. Mamsa samayuktaha. Mamsa means flesh. Samayuktaha means intent on eating flesh. Vayasaha, a crow. Paryatundayat. Atundayat means to peck with the beak. It pecked with the beak. Paryatundayat, with an upasarga, pari, which means it roamed around and around me, intent on pecking me to get a piece of my flesh. Aham loshtam udyamya. I taking a clod of the earth. Tam vayasam varayami. That crow I ward away. Varayami is a latlakara padam, present tense, used in the sense of past tense. Oh, that is why sma is there. Sorry. Varayami sma. I threw a lump of clay at the crow in order to chase it away. Loshta means lump of clay. Udyamya lifted it up. Vayasam, that crow. Varayami sma. To chase it away. Warded it off. See, the very fact that a crow approached Sita Mata, usually crows will not eat or peck living beings especially human beings. They'll be very scared of human beings. They may peck maybe smaller animals. But here, the very fact that the crow was impudent enough to peck at Sita Mata shows that the crow also has a story. It's not an ordinary crow. That's why he's Kakasura. Okay, who is this Kakasura? We'll see more of his background. But yes.
Ma'am,
Ah,
significantly, what does the crow represent, ma'am?
sorry. Symbolically, what does the crow represent?
Spiritually, or what does it represent in our?
We'll hear more of the story, and as we hear, we ourselves will find out more. Let's not get into the symbolism yet. Wait for the symbolism. There is a small symbolism here, but used more as a nimitta for Rama and a call of action to Rama. It's used as a what do you call to motivate Rama to act. I'll explain more. Just give it a little bit of time. I'll explain more as we move forward in the story. But that's the way when we read any Sahitya, we should keep thinking as only. What is a Kavi Hridaya? Why is he using this adjective? What is the symbolism of this character? What is the meaning of this conversation happening in this particular place? What does it represent? Like that, if you think, we really understand a lot about these texts. Okay. So, Dharayan Sachamam Kakaha. Dharayan Sachamam Kakaha. Tatraiva Parilite. Tatraiva Pariliyate. Nachapyuparam. Nachapyuparam. Sorry. Nachapyuparamannam sat. Nachapyuparamannam sat. Bhaksharti. Bojanaha. So sorry. Nachapyuparamannam sat. Bhaksharti bojanaha. Nachapyuparamannam sat. Bhaksharti bojanaha. Again, line by line. Dharayan sachamam kakastatraiva paririyate. Dharayan sachamam kakastatraiva paririyate. Nachapyuparaman mamsat bhakshathi balibhojanaha. Nachapyuparaman mamsat bhakshathi balibhojanaha. Together. Dharayan sachamam kakastatraiva paririyate. Nachapyuparaman mamsat bhakshathi balibhojanaha. Na uparaman. It did not stop. It did not turn away. Pariliyate. It waited. Okay, these are the verbs. Two verbs are there. Pariliyate. Kept waiting there. Na uparaman. Did not stop. Let's see what happens. Saha kakaha. That crow. Vayasaha, as we've seen in the previous shloka, also means crow. Kakaha also means crow. Okay, so that saha kakaha. Mam dharayan. Having or pecking me, while pecking me. Tatraiva pariliyate. Kept standing there. I see Sita Mata threw a lump of clay at it, hoping to chase it away. Normal crows would have run off in fear. But what did that kaka do? What did that crow do? It stayed there, trying to, while pecking me all the time. Okay. Bhaksharthi saha. One who was intent on eating food. He, bali bhojanaha. One who eats bali usually. Remember, usually the food is kept for crows as bali. So another name for the crows also bali bhojanaha. One who eats the bali. Okay. Every day also, in the house, when we cook, we're supposed to keep rice and dal for when we make the first rice and dal, when we're supposed to take it up and keep it for the crow, right? And this is our Bhuta Bali, it is called. Okay, so that Bhuta Bali is eaten by the crow and also by many, very, very small insects and ants and everything. Okay, so here, Bali Bojanaha, that which eats the Bali offering. Mamsata, from flesh. Whose flesh? Sita Mata's flesh. Na uparaman, na cha api uparaman, did not also move away, did not even turn away. He could not be fended off. So she says the crow was remarkably persistent. It kept circling her and tried to feed off her flesh. कर्षन्त्याचरशनाम् कर्षन्त्याचरशनाम् क्रुद्धायां मयि पक्षिणि क्रुद्धायां मयि पक्षिणि स्रंस्यमाने च वसने स्रंस्यमाने च वसने ततो दृष्टा त्वया ह्यहम् ततो दृष्टा त्वया ह्यहम्. I forgot to mention from the 12th shloka, idam sreshtam abhijnanam bruyaha. After that, Shailasya Chitrakutasya Pade Purvottare Latha. We started the second line Anvaya, right? From there onwards, Sita Mata speaks to Hanuman as if speaking to Rama. Okay, that is why in this shloka she says Tvaya, by you. This by you is not Hanuman. Pava, we should not think Hanuman was present in that scene. It was Rama who was present in that scene. So from the 12th shloka, second line onwards, till the entire Kakasura Vrittanta narration, it is as if she is speaking with Rama in front of her. That is why she says, Idam Vrittantam Bruyaha. You may tell this to Hanuman. She made his job very easy. Whatever she says, he has to just go and say the same thing. You had seen Ame, you had done this Ame. She had Tapasvinyaha, which she says also, no? Tapasashrama Vasinyaha. That also would be a reference to her as if he had to tell, Hanuman had to tell to Rama only. That lady who lives in the hermitage on her lap. Like that. So even the, what do you call? The words that have to be spoken by Hanuman have been told by her directly. Okay. So what does she say here? Drishta tvaya. Tvaya drishta asit. It was seen by you. Drishta asit was seen. What was seen? Mayi pakshini kruddhayam. Mayi means in me. Pakshini towards the bird. Kruddhayam, anger. When I was angry with the bird. Mayi pakshini kruddhayam sati. Sati saptami. When I was angry with the bird. Clear, no? Mayi pakshini kruddhayam. When I was angry with the bird. Vasane, sransyamane vasane cha, rashanam, utkarshantyam. See, because the bird was pecking at her constantly, her uttariya, the upper garment, was loosened by the crow's pecks. Okay, not only was the crow intent on eating meat, the crow also had very ignoble intentions towards Sita Mata. So it really had asuric qualities, which is why the crow is known as Kakasura. Not only is it to behave like a cannibal and eat the flesh of Sita Mata, but it is also to outrage her modesty. Okay, so Vasane Sramsyamane, as the garment was slipping, and Rashanam Utkarshantyam, as I was pulling up the thread which is used to bind the upper garment. Rashana means thread. Utkarshanti, who Sita is Utkarshanti. What is she doing? When she is pulling the thread. Okay, Tataha, Tvaya, he aham drishta. At that time, you saw me, because she would have obviously moved a bit, fidgeted a bit, correct? She would have tried to, when she was straightening her garments, she would have tried to move a little bit. So seeing that, you saw me. You woke up and saw me, is what she's saying. Here that you is Rama. By you I was seen. Tvaya drishta. By you I was seen. Meaning clear? Okay, next look up. त्वया विहसिता चाहं त्वया विहसिता चाहं क्रुद्धा सल्लज्जिता तथा क्रुद्धा सल्लज्जिता तथा भक्ष गृध्रेण काकेन भक्ष गृध्रेण काकेन दारिता त्वाम् उपागता दारिता त्वाम् उपागता त्वया विहसिता चाहं क्रुद्धा सल्लज्जिता तथा त्वया विहसिता चाहं क्रुद्धा सल्लज्जिता तथा भक्षकृध्रेण काकेन दारिता त्वाम् उपागता भक्षकृध्रेण काकेन दारिता त्वामुपागता together त्वया विहसिता चाहं क्रुद्धा सल्लज्जिता तथा भक्षगृध्रेण काकेन दारिता त्वाम् उपागता तदा then क्रुद्धा अहं त्वया विहसिता सल्लज्जिता भक्षगृध्रेण काकेन दारिता त्वाम् उपागता asam. I took refuge in you. We have to add the word asam, verb. So, tvaya vihasita chaham. Tada kruddha aham. Then the angry me. Okay, tada, then. Kruddha, angry. Aham, me. Tvaya vihasita. Laughed at by you. Here, Rama, we have to understand, she doesn't directly say, you saw only, she said in the previous shloka. Now she says, you laughed at me. When you saw me fidgeting like this with my garment slipping and looking outraged, you laughed. Okay. Then, Sallajjita. On account of being laughed at and on account of the Kakasuras and bad behavior, I was embarrassed. Sallajjita. I was embarrassed. Bhakshagridhrera kakena darita. By the Bhakshagridra means what? By the Bhakshagridra means the one that is intent on eating, the one that is intent on its prey. Okay, Gridha, Gridra, vulture also comes from this only. Bhakshagridrena, by the one intent on eating its prey, that Kaka, Darita, I who have been torn. Tvam upagata, I sought your shelter, I sought refuge in you. So here, when we see the words Vihasita, you laughed at me. Okay. And I was very embarrassed. And having been pecked at by that, by that hungry crow, it was obviously painful also. So I sought your shelter. When Sita Mata is saying this, we must not understand it as Rama was laughing at her in a mean way. Say you're sleeping and you wake up and you find the person whom you were sleeping next to is fidgeting with her garment slipping and looking visibly uncomfortable. A smile or a laugh may escape your lips if you find the scene funny. That's what somebody will say. Somebody will fall down. The person next to them will laugh. And then the person who falls down will say, is it a laughing matter that you're laughing at me because I fell down? I'm the one who's feeling the pain of falling down. And then what will that person say? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. It was just very funny to see you slip. It's happened to all of us, right? Right from childhood to now, even now. So here the laughter was not bad, was not intended badly, but nevertheless she was embarrassed. The reason why now you can ask Rama laughed, Sita felt embarrassed, she was being bitten by the crow. Why should she tell all this to Hanuman? Unless she tells this to Hanuman, the veracity is lost. Very openly she is saying, yes, I was embarrassed. Yes, you laughed. Yes, I was in pain. And then what did I do? I took refuge at your feet. I took refuge in you. Tvam upagata. I reached you. Okay. So very clearly, as it happened, she narrates. Because she's narrating like that, when Rama hears it also, Rama will believe because he knows that this is exactly what happened. If she had varnished the truth and said, oh, the crow was plucking me, was pecking at me again and again, then you woke up and then I immediately sought your shelter. 2 steps are missing in between. No, she doesn't leave that also missing. She completes it fully and she tells. Clearer? Why she's telling something so embarrassing publicly. And even in the Aranya Kandam, this is not there. This is now reported only in the Sundara Kandam. So it's not like we all know what transpired. Everyone hears it only for the first time in Sundara Kandam when Sita Mata says it. Okay. Inasya chate shranta आसीनस्य च ते श्रान्ता पुनरुत्सङ्गमाविशम् क्रुध्यन्ती च प्रहृष्टेन Tvayaham parisantvita. Tvayaham parisantvita. Asinasya cha te shranta punarutsangamavisham. Asinasya cha te shranta punarutsangamavisham. Krudhyanti cha प्रहृष्टेन त्वयाहं परिसान्त्विता क्रुध्यन्ति च प्रहृष्टेन त्वयाहं परिसान्त्विता together आसीनस्य च ते श्रान्ता पुनरुत्सङ्गमाविशं क्रुध्यन्ति च प्रहृष्टेन त्वयाहं परिसान्त्विता. Sarasaji, did you have a question?
There's one extra sentence here, which is Asinasya cha is in the bracket, Tatakra Shanta Hanumat Sangha. That sentence need not be told.
Need not be true. If you want to tell it, you can tell it. There's no harm because anything in Ramayana is holy. Nothing is wrong. But I'm taking from the Giri book, number 1. 2, I'm taking from the Giri book because that ties up with most of the Bhashyams that we are referring. The 3 Pradhana Bhashyams have this. So that is why I have no affinity for Giri traders. I have an affinity only for Bhashyam. So that is why I'm taking this version. Okay. So you can tell the extra line. There is absolutely no harm, no fault because Ramayana is holy, sacred. However, you can tell extra words, extra lines, no problem. Patavedas are fine in Ramayana. Okay. Only the uniformity of chanting, you can leave that line when we are chanting as a group. That's all.
Okay.
So let's see the meaning. Parisantwita asan. I was, okay. What was I? Shranta, exhausted. Here, Shranta is a reference to Sita Mata. Exhausted me. Asinasyate utsangam punaha avisham. Te asidasya. Of the one who was seated. Who was seated? See, Rama was lying on Sita Mata's lap. He woke up, he saw her laugh gently, and then saw her looking embarrassed, and then she came to him. How was he? Seated. Where? On the ground. Te asidasya. Of one, we should mentally paint a picture of the scene and imagine this. It's a very beautiful scene. So here, I mean, Kakasura is there. He's the villain, but somehow villains always bring heroes and heroines together. No. So here the villain is going to bring the hero and heroine together. So Rama, who was lying down, gets up and sits. Okay. Te asinasya. Of the one who is sitting. Utsangam punaha. Again your lap. Avisham settled. So what did she do? Utsanga is not really only lap. The more modern translations call it lap, but actually Utsangam refers to just the place above the hip. You see how the babies are carried by their mothers, no, just above the hip. Like that. So practically that is where she went and sat on Rama. Upset, tired, dejected, Sita Mata goes and takes refuge in the lap or just above the hip of Rama. Punaha avisham. Purudhyanti aham. I was very angry. Angry with you, angry with Kakasura, angry with the world itself. Okay. Prahrishthena tvaya. Now you are very happy. I have come to your lap after all. Okay, I am being patted by you after all. Now he was very, very happy. Therefore, that is why here Prahrishthena tvaya is mentioned. This Tvam here is Rama. Adjective for Rama, Prahrishtaha. Although she is very happy, is he such a bad person that he is happy at her sadness or anger? Not at all. He is happy because she has come to him. Similar example, if you want to give, when Ravana tried to uproot Kailasha from its very roots, what did he do? He tried to lift Kailasha. Then what did Lord Shiva do? He pressed down with his toe. Only toe, nothing else. Big toe. Like gently pressed. But before he did that, you know, an interesting thing happened. Ravana is very powerful. As he tried to forklift Kailasha up, Parvati, who was next to Shiva doing her own work, got agitated that Kailasha is shaking and it is losing its balance. So what she did was, she ran quickly to Lord Shiva and sat on his lap. Now Lord Shiva was super thrilled. Amma, this is a nice chance for me. Parvati has now come and nicely settled on my lap. So very smilingly, he hugs her close and then says, are you scared, my dear? And then with his big toe, he presses it gently. It's not like Parvati Devi is really scared or that she needs this, but the whole beauty of the scene is brought out in, you know, that is there in our Devaram. Okay, and you know who sings it? Tringyana Sambandha sings it. When he says, when Uma was scared by this whole incident, you are the one who held her close and pressed down Kailasha with your big toe, thereby cutting off the pride of Ravana. We will find in every Tringyana Sambandha Devaram one verse on Ravana, dedicated to Ravana. It's not like he's a fan of Ravana, just to say that the mighty Ravana is nothing compared to Shiva. But here are coming back in the same way, when Sita Mata fell on Rama's lap, the reaction of Rama, even though she was angry, was that exceedingly great happiness. Okay, so Praharishtena Parisantwita. Then what did you say? Oh, there. Don't worry, I will take care of you. You were very, very sweet to me when I came and sat on your lap. That's the meaning of this particular shloka. We'll wind up here since it's already 8:34. Are there any questions on the shloka?